Hey, it's good to see you. It is Saturday. It is insanely windy outside. I don't want to go out there. I have to go out there though in about 40 minutes because I have an eye doctor appointment. My doctor has Saturday appointments sometimes, and I've got to get my eyes checked. There's nothing wrong with me. I haven't had my eyes checked in probably 3 or 4 years. I just never think to do it. I keep up with my kids' appointments and make sure they get theirs checked when they're supposed to, but I don't ever remember to do mine. But I've just noticed lately, if I wear my prescription glasses, it just seems like they don't work quite as well as they did. So I thought, well, it might be time to go get your eyes checked and see if you need a new prescription. So I finally admitted when I was 27 that I needed glasses. I had been squinting for several years, but I refused to admit that I needed glasses. But then it got to the point that when I was at work, I was basically, and I didn't even realize I was doing it, but I was squinting just a little bit all day to be able to read, and it was giving me bad headaches. And I realized after a while it was tension headaches from just doing like this all day, just barely, just having to narrow my eyes. Just I was squinching my eyes up just a little bit all day to be able to read the computer. Like I'm sitting in front of a computer all day and I'm just doing this right here. And I didn't even realize I was doing it. So finally I broke down and went and got my eyes checked, and lo and behold, I needed glasses. No shit. So I've been wearing glasses now for 21 years. And actually, my prescription hasn't really changed a whole lot since I was 27. It's changed a bit. I'll be curious to see today if it's changed any. I think it has. I think my vision is getting worse. So I'll be curious to see what they say. So we'll see about that. My older son has been gracious enough. He volunteered. He offered to go with me so he could drive me back because your pupils are all dilated, and usually when I go to get my eyes checked, I just allow for extra time, and I will just kind of hang out in the car or whatever, and I'll just kind of wait for my pupils to go back to normal. I will give myself some time before I try to drive anywhere because your vision's kind of blurry and just not great for a bit. But he offered to go with me so he could drive me back, which I thought was really sweet. So that way I won't have to do that. He can just bring me back. So that'll be fun. So hopefully it won't take too long. I hate that one thing. The one thing I hate the most, more than the dilation of the pupils, is the machine where they puff that little bit of air in your eyes. Oh my God, I hate that machine. That is the worst. I hate that more than the dilation. I can't stand it. And it's like toast popping up out of the toaster. I'm never ready for it. I'm sitting there and I got my eyes open and I'm just like this, waiting for that air. Ugh. That's the worst part. That is the part I hate the most. The rest of it, I don't care. It really doesn't bother me that much. Even the dilation, it's kind of a pain to have to wait for it to kind of go back to normal before I can drive. But other than I don't really mind it. It's not that big of a deal. So I'm doing that later. I got the backyard mowed yesterday. It looks beautiful. I'm very happy with it. Yeah, other than that, I'm not really doing a whole lot this evening. It's so windy. I hate going outside when it's windy. It makes me grouchy because it blows my hair around, and something about that just makes me grouchy. So yeah, I really bothered some people with my video yesterday on the other channel with the damn picnic blanket. I never know what it's going to be. Making videos is like walking in a minefield. And I don't even care what kind of videos you make. It doesn't matter. You could make videos watching paint dry, and somebody will come along and go, excuse me, You are a piece of shit. And I'm going to tell you in the next 12 paragraphs why. What is wrong with people? I will never understand people. I went to college and got a degree in psychology to try to understand people. Because it's always fascinated me to try to figure out how people tick. Like how do their brains work? Because it's really interesting to me. Like, why do people do what they do? What motivates people to do things? I've just always been really interested in that. I still am. It's still interesting. And after 6.5 years of making videos, I've made over 3,000 videos. put them out there for people, for public consumption, I have noticed there are definite types of people, and you see them out in the wild. I mean, they're just, people are kind of the same no matter where you go. You run into the same people over and over, or that's my experience. Like, you meet loud people, quiet people, people who give you too much information, people who won't give you any information, people who are nosy, people who are just rude, people who are angry all the time. You run into the same people everywhere you go. And I have to say, first of all, I have to acknowledge, because it's very true, 99% of the people are wonderful, and I really appreciate y'all. The people who are just awesome. You know, you're nice, you're positive. And it's not that I want people to kiss my ass. It's not that. I'm not looking for anybody to do that. That's not, honestly, when I say I make videos because I enjoy it and I do it because I want to, that's the truth. That's the reason I do it. I do it because I enjoy doing it. That's why I started out doing it. That's why I continue doing it. And it really does just tickle me to death to know that there are so many people out there who like what I do. I honestly didn't expect it. It still surprises me to this day that so many people like it. I didn't expect anybody to watch it. I really didn't. I started out doing it because I wanted to. It was fun for me, and it still is. My throat's jacked up. Every now and then my throat just gets so scratchy. It's the damn pollen. I can't stand it. My throat gets scratchy, and then if I swallow, it makes me cough somehow. It's goofy. I don't like it. Yeah, most people are great, and I love it. I love it. It just makes my day to read all these happy, nice comments, and to keep up with people from all over the world, people that I will probably never meet. But I love hearing from them. I like to hear that things are going well for them. If things are not going well, I hate to hear that. It's kind of like you cultivate this little family in your comment section, and it's really cool. It's really cool. People still ask about Kathy Lee. There was an older lady that used to comment on my videos a lot. She used to comment all the time. Honestly, I don't know. I don't think things are good. I don't know. I stayed in touch with her. I tried to. I have sent her several messages over the last year, and I haven't received any more responses from her. So I don't know. I don't know. I haven't been like stalking her Facebook or anything, but I kind of get the feeling things are not good. I know she had some health problems. I think they might have been pretty bad health problems. So I hope she's all right. But the fact that I never, because she always responded, like we would message back and forth on Facebook, and she would always respond to me. But then she just stopped. Like one day she just stopped. I sent her, the last thing I did, I sent her a wreath last Easter. It was last Easter. I made an Easter wreath and I sent it to her, and she thanked me for that. Told me she got it, and she even sent me a picture where she had put it up. And that was the last I heard from her. So that was almost, yeah, because I think Easter was in March last year. So it was like a year ago, almost a year ago. So I don't know. But yeah, people ask me every now and then, hey, whatever happened to that lady, and I don't know. Unfortunately, I imagine she may not be doing too well, or might have passed away. I don't know. But I tried to get her, to communicate with her, but she didn't respond anymore. So I don't know. But anyway, yeah, it's cool. It's so cool that there's so many great people out there. And that's one thing that I've learned. I've learned a lot about people in the last 6 years. And I've learned that there are a lot of really nice people out there, very sweet, thoughtful, nice people. I think they vastly outnumber the jerks. They really do. The jerks are louder. They're the squeaky wheel. You notice them more because they want you to notice them. But I think most people overall are really nice, thoughtful, helpful, compassionate people. I really do. And I think there are a lot of lonely people out there too, and it makes me very sad. But it's nice to know that at least in some way I can help, because a lot of people have sent me messages and said, I'm so glad you make videos every day, because a lot of people, especially during the pandemic, a lot of people were very isolated, and they would go for days and not see another human being, or longer. And they would say, I'm so glad I have your videos. I'll just play them in the background so I don't feel so alone. I don't feel like I'm alone, and it'll it really touches me. It makes me sad, but at the same time, it's like, well, at least I can do something. Even if it's people I'll never meet, at least I can do something, and that is awesome. But then you have the other people. And I'd say it's maybe like 2 to 3% of all the people who comment are just, they're just assholes. I don't know. I don't know what is wrong with people. I don't know what motivates people to be mean like that. I know you can say hurt people, but I almost feel like you're giving them a pass when you say that, you know? Being an asshole is a choice. You made a choice to be like that. I believe that. I think it's a choice. You choose to be a jerk to people. You could just keep quiet, but some people just can't do it. And I think like the video I did yesterday really brings out a specific type of person. And I think if you're like me, I've run across people like this. They really get excited when they feel like they can be the first to point something out. And they'll do it in real life. It's not just in YouTube comments. They'll do it in real life. If they think they're going to get to be the first one to comment like, hey, I noticed this. Hey, I was saying the entire time it was this, and you didn't know it was this, but I'm just letting you know that I knew from as soon as I saw it, I knew what it was. And I was sitting here yelling at my phone, and it was this, and I knew, and I just wanted you to know that I knew what that was. I knew that was a picnic blanket right as soon as you pulled it out. I knew it was a picnic blanket. Why didn't you know that was a picnic blanket? It was so obvious. God, it was a picnic blanket, and I was so stressed, like I couldn't sleep, like I was just so wide awake, and I was screaming at the phone because it was a picnic blanket, and you didn't know it was a picnic. I knew it was a picnic blanket, y'all. Everybody, I knew it was a picnic blanket right away. I had about 25 people doing that last night. No shit. Like, Mary, it's a picnic blanket. Oh my God, I'm sitting here, and it's in all caps. I was screaming at the phone. It was the picnic blanket. Why didn't you know that? Because things are not always obvious right off the bat. I am aware that people go on picnics, and I'm aware that you can purchase things that are specifically geared toward picnics. I've seen them, you know, in like TJ Maxx or catalogs or whatever. I know they exist, but I've never been on a picnic in my life, and I've never purchased anything for picnics. Picnics and camping, I'll just go ahead and say this now. I don't like picnics, and I don't like camping, and I just think they're dumb. I mean, if you like doing them, that's cool. If you like to go camping, that's cool. You should go camping every chance you get. If you want to take all your food outside and eat it on the ground, constantly, you know, waving away flies and shit, go for it. Knock yourself out. Have a picnic 3 meals a day. I fully believe as long as you're not hurting anybody and you want to do something, you should do it. Do what you want. As long as you're not stepping on anybody's toes, breaking any laws, you should do it. Go do it. But I think picnics are dumb, and I think camping is dumb, and I have no desire to do either. And for the longest time, I couldn't say that out loud because I felt like people would look at me like I just kicked their dog or something. I just think it's stupid. I have a perfectly good table in my dining room. I have a refrigerator with food in it. I can stand and eat my food over the sink like a red-blooded American anytime I want to. There's no calories as long as you eat standing over the sink. So I got that going for me. No, I was not aware that that damn thing was a picnic blanket. I'm looking at it like, and to me, it just reminded me of it just made me think it would have been a good thing to put under my kids' high chairs. I got that stuck in my head like, I wish I'd had this when my kids were small. So I did not mean to upset people. I did not mean to antagonize people, but there are people like that. Have you ever been in a group of people? If you have, you'll recognize it. There'll always be that one person who has to pipe up and make damn sure everybody knows. I knew all along what that was. I knew. Y'all didn't know. I knew. I knew first what that was. There are people, and it's just, I think it's a compulsion. I think they have to do it. And there are also people who have to find flaws. And again, I think it's like a compulsion. And I see a lot of those people when I do shelf organization, which is why I have my FAQs comment posted at the beginning. And it's kind of cut back on the number of comments I get from people like, you know, you put those Starburst in the wrong place. I can't sleep now because all I can think of is the fact that you put them in the wrong spot. They didn't go there. You put that thing of Starburst gum in the wrong spot. Did you know you did that? You did that. Yeah, it wasn't supposed to go there, but you put it there. So I just wanted to point that out. So if you would kindly just get in your DeLorean and go back in time and fix that, that'd be great. Could you just not do that? Because you did that wrong. Did you notice you did that wrong? Did you do it on purpose? Because sometimes I think you do it on purpose. Why do you want to stress people out? You put it in the wrong spot. Why would you do that? And they'll just go on and on and on like, okay, this person has a compulsion. They really do. They have to do this. They have to find flaws. And I have somebody very near and dear to me. I'm not going to say names, but there's somebody very near and dear to me who does this to the point that it drives me insane. Like, this person was at my house not too long ago, and I had mowed the front yard, and I knew this person was coming by, and I knew exactly what was going to happen. This person came over, and I said, "Look, I just mowed." This person goes, "It looks like that spot over there. You didn't quite get all that. Right around the bricks right there. Am I seeing things, or did you?" And I knew they would do it. I knew that they have to find a flaw. They don't mean anything by it. It's just, this is what this person does. This person will look at a thing, and they're not really there. They can appreciate it on a certain level, but at the same time, they're looking for a flaw. Where's the flaw? There's right there. You see that right there? You see that little spot? I think you might have missed that spot when you were mowing. That it's about that big. Do you see it? If you want, if you want to get the weed eater, you could get that real quick. So it won't be, it will be all perfect and you won't have that little spot. That's what they do. And that's just what I've grown to. It bugs me, but I've come to expect that is what this person does. That is what this person always does. Worse than anybody I've ever seen, actually. But so there are people out there that have to find flaws. And not only, I don't think they're talking to me so much. I think they're actually talking to everybody reading the comments. Hey, I want y'all to know. And I'll give you a timestamp. If you go right here, you're going to see that she put the Starburst gum in the wrong spot. Did y'all catch that? Because I caught that. This is my name right here in my comment. I just want you to know that I caught that. Yes, thank you. I appreciate it. Yes, thank you. I'm very proud of me too. That's what I don't think they're even really talking to me. They're talking to everyone else. It's annoying, and most days, and of course, and this always happens around the beginning of June, end of May, when kids get out of school. That's when you have all the little kids that start looking for random videos to just make stupid comments on. Yeah. Well, during the lockdown, that kind of messed it up because they were all at home for a long time. So it didn't really happen in the last couple of years. It'll probably happen this year, though. Usually around the beginning of June is when you get all the kids coming on, and they'll tell me I'm old and I'm ugly and, my videos are dumb, and it's whatever. I just block them. It's literally 2 clicks of the mouse to block someone permanently. I've blocked lots of people. Yeah, so, and normally these comments don't bother me. They really don't. And I know it's easy to sit there and say, well, just ignore it. And most days I do. Because they come every day, 7 days a week. It never stops. It's like it just never stops. It's a never-ending stream of stuff. Most days I don't care. Most days I honestly block most of the people who do it because I don't want to hear it anymore. They have the right to feel however they want to, and I also have the right to shut them up, and they can go somewhere else and do that. But sometimes, like I had my younger son and I had a very tense, stressful conversation. He's getting into the tween years, and sometimes the boys and girls both, just sometimes your conversations with them will just be maddening. Like why are we having this conversation, and why do I suddenly want to scream? It was like, sometimes he's like he's just spoiling for an argument, and he will just argue about anything. We had been through that off and on all evening. So I was already kind of irritable. And then, so I upload my video and I start seeing these comments one after another. Oh my God, it's a picnic blanket. How could she not know it was a picnic blanket? I knew it was a picnic blanket as soon as I saw it. Okay, I knew. I mean, how could she not know what that was? It was so obvious. Like, it wasn't fucking obvious what it was. I stand by that. That was not obvious. I fully committed myself to the fact that that was not obvious when I pulled that thing out of the box. I didn't know what the hell it was until I read the little card. It was like, okay. Because when I think of a picnic blanket, I guess I go back to childhood and every book I ever read where the picnic blanket is a red and white checkered blanket. You know, you might put it on a picnic table. I I've never seen one that was what was it? Shit, I don't even have it up here. It's like pink and blue with cats on it. I thought it was something for cats. I don't know. So I was already kind of in a special frame of mind. I was already just like sick and tired of the whole day and like screw it. And so I start reading that. It's like, okay, 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 okay. I know it's a picnic blanket now. Okay. And they just kept coming. Like they would not stop. Fuck this. And I just nuked the comment section. Like, I can't deal with you people anymore. I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it. So I am feeling much better today. I didn't sleep very well last night. I was supposed to go to a very early morning boot camp class at 5:30 this morning. I did not make it. I have not been to a class today. I probably won't go to one today because I didn't sleep well. It took me forever to go to sleep, and then I kept waking up all night. So, but I'm definitely feeling better. But I need to go change clothes and get ready for this eye doctor appointment. But I just wanted to let you know, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate the hell out of y'all, and I thank you. I read your comments, and I thank you for being so nice and so awesome, because you are. You're all great, and most of the people on my other channel are too. They're fabulous, because I've blocked all the shitheads. I keep blocking them as they come in, because I'm like, I don't want to read their shit, and I'm pretty sure nobody else does either. So I block people all the time. I have no problem doing it. I've blocked thousands of people over the last 6 years. Thousands of people. And I will continue to do it. As long as I put up videos, if people come along and they just want to stir stuff up, I just block them, and I will keep doing that. So I'm going to go get my eyes examined. I will let you know later how it goes. Hopefully it'll be all right. Maybe I'll get a new prescription and I can get some glasses and be able to see better. I mean, I can see. It's not that I can't see. I'm not blind or anything, but yeah. I got lucky though. Both of my parents had glasses when they were, no, let me take that back. My mom had to get glasses in middle school. My dad didn't have to get glasses until he was in the Navy. I think he got glasses in his mid-20s. So he was about my age when he got glasses. My brother had to get glasses in elementary school. He's had the laser eye surgery now, so his vision is great. But yeah, he had to wear glasses for a long time. So I guess it could have been worse. But hopefully I'll get some better glasses. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. I think y'all are great. I love y'all, and I will see you again soon. Bye.